Today I'm going to show you how to use the Ballistic table in the Revic Ops app. When we create a Ballistic table, it's also known as a dope card. When you're on the main page, the third tab down, it says Table Solution. Go ahead and click Table Solution. On the top left, I'm always going to make sure that I'm on the correct rifle profile. If I hit that drop-down arrow, it's going to show me my rifle library. I'm going to hit 7mm. That's the round we're going to be shooting today. You take note on the left side of every input, again, is our tool tips. If you don't know what the app is asking for, go ahead and click that tooltip and it'll prompt you on what we're looking for here. First thing we're going to hit is table interval, 100 yards. You can have it at 50-yard increments, 100-yard increments, whatever you want. We're going to put ours at 100. If I go to 20-yard increments or 50-yard increments, my ballistic table is going to be super long, so I'm going to keep it at 100. That's good for your hunting ranges. Max range, how far do you want your ballistic table to go out to? 2,000 yards, let's say. I'm going to put mine to 1,000. Elevation, I'm going to be hunting at 5,000 feet, so I'm going to leave it there. Pressure, 24.9, that is relative to that 5,000 feet. Temperature, what temp is it going to be when I hunt there? Let's say I saw that it's going to be about 30 degrees the week that I'm going up there hunting, so I'm going to create my ballistic table for 30 degrees. Humidity, 50%, that's fine. Azimuth, what direction am I going to be shooting? I'm just going to keep it north. If I were to put it to 90 degrees or 270 degrees, now you've got Coriolis coming into play if you were to shoot the exact opposite direction. So we're just going to keep it at north, and that's going to cut our Coriolis in half there. Latitude is just asking you where you're located on the earth so it can calculate your Coriolis into your ballistic solution. Wind speed and wind direction, I'm going to put 5 mile per hour in there. That's an easy one because if it's going 10 mile an hour, obviously I can double my hold. I'm going to put it from 90 degrees so that I have a full wind value, and if it's a half wind value, I can cut my wind hold in half, etc. So that's a good wind to have in there, 5 mile an hour, 90 degrees. Once I like all of my parameters that I've created my ballistic table with, I'm going to hit the drop down arrow on the bottom right, and now it's created my ballistic table or dope card. I'll hit every column here. Okay, we got a range on the left, so if I just follow that down, I have ranges with 100-yard intervals from 100 to 1,000. So to the right where it says drop, that's going to be how much you're going to dial onto your ballistic turret. That's a complete solution with all of your earth-based effects to include aerodynamic jump. And then where it says drift to the right of that, it's going to be your holds or how much you would have to hold to the right with that 5 mile an hour wind coming from the 90 degrees, but also with your Coriolis and spin drift added in there as well. And then where it says no wind, that is what I'm going to dial on my turret if there is no wind, meaning there's no vertical effect from aerodynamic jump. If I scroll to the right, there's some more categories that appear. I've got velocity. That's the cool thing with this portion of the app, guys, is you can really learn a lot about your rifle and your round. This velocity one, maybe you are measuring your ability to kill the animal based on where does that bullet stop performing. So I'm going to see, let's say our bullet stops optimally performing at 1,800 feet per second. So I can scroll down and I can say, I can shoot this bullet out to 1,000 yards. Energy, a lot of guys use that for a measurement on what can kill an animal. So there you go, you have your inputs there. And then time of flight, how long that bullet is in the air out to those distances. Spin drift, everything says left here because that bullet is going to drift to the right, so you'd have to hold left this amount to get your round center on target. And then your arrow jump is again going to be your vertical component of a crosswind. So guys, that wraps up how to create a ballistic table. You can screenshot this, print it out, tape it on the side of your rifle, put it in your bino harness. It's a great backup. I suggest that you do this for whatever rifle you're going to be out there hunting with, just in case any of your technology goes down. It's a great tool. Not only can you use it in the field, but I can sit here and play with it and learn a lot about my rifle itself. So that's how you create a ballistic table in the Revic Ops app.